Thanks to the Monterey Bay Aquarium and their research and technology partner MBARI for partnering with us on this episode of SciShow. They hope that you larva this episode. This is a giant larvacean. Sorry, let me zoom in. This is a giant larvacean. The huge structure around it is its home, a palace it built for itself out of snot. It's a magnificent feat of engineering, especially for a small tadpole-looking creature, and these mansions make larvaceans a key part of the ocean ecosystem. But the weirdest thing is that, as alien as they might seem, larvaceans are actually among our closest living, boneless relatives. And because of that, they can help us understand ourselves a little better. Larvaceans are tiny compared to their mucus mansions. A snot palace can easily be a meter wide in some species, while the architect inside is less than 10 centimeters long. These structures have to be so big because they act as filters to catch all the little bits of food that rain down from above, what scientists call marine snow. But while giant snot palace looks and sounds messy, there's a complex structure hidden within. This was only recently discovered by scientists, as these balls of snot are too fragile to be brought up from the depths without damaging them. Researchers at MBARI actually designed a way to scan the houses in their natural environment using lasers attached to a remotely operated vehicle. They then used the scans to generate three-dimensional visualizations, which one can enter and fly through using a virtual reality headset. This revealed that each palace is full of intricate chambers and passageways. We don't fully understand how this sophisticated plumbing works, but the gist is that the critter inside flaps its tail to move water through multiple layers of filters. The outer filter catches anything that's too big for the animal to eat, while the inner ones channel ideally sized food into the animal's mouth. And those tubes and such mean that this water movement happens without giving away the location of the actual animal to anything prowling the ocean for a meal. Here's what's really mind-blowing about all this, though. Each massive, intricate snot palace may only last for a day or less. After that, it becomes so clogged that the animal abandons the entire thing. But no worries, it can whip up a new one in less than an hour. It just oozes snot out of some cells on its head region and inflates the chambers like balloons. And ta-da! Instant house. Figuring out exactly how they pull that off could help us improve our 3D printing skills, or speedily build structures underwater or on other worlds. But regardless, the discarded houses don't go to waste. The food-filled snot ball sinks as fast as 800 meters a day, so these empty mansions soon become tasty snacks for creatures that hang out in deeper waters and for seafloor scavengers like sea cucumbers. They also make larvaceans big players in the global carbon cycle. You see, every living thing in the ocean is built from carbon that has entered the water as carbon dioxide. When those creatures die, the carbon in them has the chance to return to the air. But sinking larvacean snot palaces trap this carbon, speeding it to the deep instead, where it can be locked up for millions of years. In fact, in some places, they might transfer more carbon to the ocean floor than any other kind of plankton. And removing carbon from seawater means more CO2 from the air can dissolve in, so they are doing their part to lower the carbon dioxide of our atmosphere. That's not the only way they're helping us out either. They've also recently emerged as model organisms. That's because, like us, they are part of a group called chordates. So they share a decent amount in common with us, especially when it comes to which genes are active early on in life, when we also kind of look like tadpoles. They also grow fast and have clear bodies, all of which makes them useful for studying how genes affect development. So these deep-sea architects are inspiring engineers and developmental researchers alike. And who knows what else we may yet learn from them. Thanks again to MBARI and the Monterey Bay Aquarium for collaborating with us on this episode of SciShow. You can follow MBARI's research and technology on their very amazing and fun-to-watch YouTube channel. I love it. Is it clear? And you can help support the Monterey Bay Aquarium's ongoing animal care and operations by making a gift at montereybayaquarium.org/donate.